Yo, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what they try to tell us. The Eagles are 5-0. We are undefeated, undisputed. Dallas still stinks. You're by the way, King Dingbat here, and welcome to the Victory Celebration Room, better known as my garage, where we come out to smoke a stogie every time the Eagles win, which is every week. And we're out here celebrating another victory. Not only that, but the Eagles are 5-0, undefeated, undisputed. What you gonna do about that? That's right. Now, I would smoke in the house, but if I do, my wife will double moonwalk my ass, and I'll be lying in my own blood and piss, and we can't have that. What kind of man has that happen to him? So, we have to come out here and smoke a stogie, and of course, we don't mind it because it's dark outside, it's getting cooler outside, and we can dig it. And I'm telling you, I need this stogie tonight. I need it. I need to relax, okay? Now, before we start, I've got to dedicate this cigar to certain people that help make this win possible. First guy we're going to give us part of the stogie to, Dicker the Kicker. That's right, Dicker the Kicker. I mean, the guy had to come, pause, not that much, not like Amazon Prime come, but he had to come in, kick field goals, brand new team. You don't know what you're going to expect from him. He hit them all, and it was very, very important. Okay, so he gets it. I'm also going to give part of this to Jalen Hurts. That's right, Jalen Hurts. Why? Even though he might not have had his best passing game and things like that, when it mattered in the fourth quarter, when you needed the drive after they tied the game up, what did he do? He went down there, ate up clock, and got you points. He put you in a position to win the game yet again. Cross it off his checklist because he passed that too, okay? And the third guy I have to give this to, me. That's right, because if it wasn't for my jinx, if it wasn't for my quick thinking, if it wasn't for my new dance, stir the gravy, we couldn't have won. By stirring the gravy, we caused the kicker to miss the ball. I am 100% sure of it. I'm sure that is why he missed it. He could hear it in his ears. That's why he put his head down and covered it. He didn't want any more gravy. But I got meatballs, sausages in there. I got the tiny food going. Stir that gravy with the wooden spoon. Now, for those guys, we're going to light up the stogie. Also, Devontae Smith. Why, he had like 10 catches. He had quietly 10 catches tonight. I think 10 catches, like 87 yards. Quiet, good game for Devontae Smith. So he gets this too. Without further ado, because I'm talking too much, let's light this bad boy up and relax and enjoy this win, this victory, because we got big things coming. Big things. That's how you light a stogie, okay? Gerald. Also, I got to give a huge shout out to Brown Hornet 201 because without him, I would not have the greatest Zippo lighter in the history of mankind. So much so that everybody in my work keeps using it. I keep forgetting to bring it home. And I thought I brought it home, and I was so pissed I didn't. But I want to give him a shout out for sending it to me. It will be ready for the Dallas Cowboys game. It will be, I promise you. Because Philly 500, he's getting it. I just wrote like 3 little yellow remind me note shit. Put stuff in my phone. I ain't forgetting it this time. It's all set to go. Oh my gosh. Yes, you know, it tastes so good when it touches your lips that I'm not sure if it's the smoke, the cigar, or the victory. I don't know. But when it's all together, it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Oh, what a game. This is another win for the Eagles in which they had to do it a different way. Every game so far, all 5 games, have been won differently than the previous games. And I thought it was another big test for this team. And let me say this. Like I said in my intro, I don't care what people say. I don't want to hear, oh, you haven't beat anybody, you haven't done this, you haven't done that. We were horrible offensively, we were horrible defense, where everything is falling, we should have lost. All that stuff is just noise. At the end of the day, the Eagles are undefeated, undisputed. Do you know how hard it is to go 5-0? It's very hard to go 5-0. And teams that go 5-0, for the most part, aren't usually going to win every game by 30 points or everything's going to be perfect. I think going through a game like this, I think this is what makes you grow. It's what gives you confidence. It's what makes you say, hey, listen, even when we're not at our best, we find a way. You know, I think this is a great victory to build off of. I really do, you know? If you listen to my videos this past week, actually like past week and a half, before we played the Jaguars, this game was a concern to me. Okay, this game had all the makings of a letdown game. It did. It had all the makings of, you know, coming in and looking ahead to what's coming up next and losing sight, losing focus. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest, I think to a certain extent that happened. I think it did happen. Okay? And I think it's just natural. It happens to every team. But the Eagles fought through it and still won. That is what I'm most impressed about. They still won, even though they weren't at their best. And do I have certain concerns? Yes. I have some concerns with the offense. I have some concerns with the defense. But God, man, we're 5-0. You know, and there's plenty of times to talk about all the things that are bad. And I'll mention some of the things. But to me, I got to enjoy this. We're 5-0. We haven't been 5-0 since 2004. Okay, and I said if we get to 5-0, I think we get to 10-0. I truly mean that. I don't think the Eagles will play nearly as bad today, or as bad next Sunday, as they did today. And were they bad today? I don't think they played their best football. I think they were sloppy. I thought some of the game plans stunk. Wasn't happy with certain things Gannon did. I wasn't happy with some of the things the offensive coaches did. But they found a way to win. And I think you got to give a lot of that to Jalen Hurts, because he took them down the field in the fourth quarter, took a lot of clock off the board. And what did they do? They scored. What is that? You see that thing right there? You get some UFOs around here, yo. Sometimes I wonder if I'm going to be like filmed, and all of a sudden I'm going to look, and I'm going to look behind me and see behind me, and there's going to be like this little gray being, you know, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to punch it, I'm going to get this little neck, and I'm going to twist it off. He's going to be headless. You know, when these little things come and get abducted, why don't they beat the crap out of it? Like, kick them little mother humpers. They're like 3 feet. The little aliens with the bulbous fingers, kick them mother humpers. They got big eyes. Gouge one of them mother humpers out. You know, that's what I would do. You know? I mean, people sit there and go, oh my God, Ellie, what am I going to do? Beat the crap out of that mother humper. Beat that little gray to a pulp. And then show everybody. They put no spell on me. Tell you that. They do like the telecommunication crap through your head. Telekinesis. My thing is, I will break your face in half. You come near me, little guy, with the big eyes. Go bother somebody else. Go, you know, go bother some big fat woman at Walmart. Don't bother me. All right? Holy crap. It's a big spider coming down. Let me see if I can get this mother humper. Check this out. This is a weird day. Look at this. Look at that thing. Where did it go? It better not be on me. I'm trying to die. can't see that motherfucker. But I got big feet, so I'll stomp this bitch. I'll tell you why, it's kind of creepy. I was just talking about bulbous aliens and some spider out of nowhere comes flying down. Do you see that? Weird shit, dude. I don't know where it went. Hopefully it's not on me. It's probably a black widow with my luck. I'll be all poisoned like this. Probably a Cowboy fan. What a wind. Spiders don't scare me. Spiders don't scare me, by the way. Snakes scare the shit out of me. Little garter snake, I see it right there. Like garter, if I look, garter snake was there. Boom, I'm gone. I'm running full speed away. Don't like snakes. Don't like planes. Anyways, what the hell were we talking about? Oh yeah, Eagles. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to not like today, right? We could talk about some of the bad things, right? I'll tell you some things I didn't like, okay? Now, when I say this, keep it in context of I'm still very happy about the win and being 5-0, but these are some things they have to clean up and be better at when they play Dallas next week. I didn't like the play calling offensively. I didn't think they ran the ball enough, especially when you had Driscoll, Opeta, and even Jurgens in when Kelsey went out and Dickerson. I thought that was you should have run the ball more, right? I thought they should have run the ball more. Then I didn't understand why didn't they use the middle of the field at all? It looked like it was wide open. It looked like there was plays to be made. Matter of fact, in the fourth quarter, they hit Goddard over the middle, and he got 30 yards? But they had a ton of wide receiver screens, ton of tight end screens, and tight end screens worked the first 2 times they did it. Not the third time, not the fourth time. Wide receiver screens really didn't work. A couple times it worked only because Devontae Smith, who's a man, he's a skinny man, but I don't know how he breaks tackles, broke a couple tackles and got some positive yards. I didn't like the offensive play calling. I think it needs to be better. Now, somebody said, and I forget who it was, shout out to you, whoever was in the Shakedown podcast post-game was saying that, was this like Nick Sirianni calling the plays like early last year, and then was he calling it over Steichen? I sure hope not. There should be nobody changing anything when you're 4-0 and trying to become 5-0. Why would you change anything? It doesn't make sense. But were they possibly doing it? Maybe. I don't understand. I really want to hear their line of thinking. How come when they were blitzing, how come you don't run any slants? When Detroit was playing us, you had some hot reads to A.J. Brown. He ran slants. Kind of really beat that blitz. Come on, Leighton. And they didn't do it at all. They ran one slant that was almost picked off, and they never went back to it. I was surprised they didn't try to get A.J. Brown more involved. He only had 3 catches, 30-something yards. Devontae had 10. Goddard had 8. So I was a little surprised at that. Now, what really more than that bothers me, and this is, remember, keep this in context of I'm happy about the win. I'm just saying a few things that I think have to get cleaned up. I don't like the passiveness of Jonathan Gannon. I feel like, and my theory on him is, if there's a quarterback that is good, somebody that he thinks, that he respects or he worries about some part of their game, I think sometimes he shows them too much, like too much respect. And I think he was scared all day of Kyler Murray beating him with his legs. I think he was scared to bring heat. I think he was afraid he was going to run and it was going to drive them nuts. And it was too much so. Now, I can understand at the beginning, but when a guy starts getting rhythm and he's like 8 of 12 and everything he's throwing is being completed, when he gets into that rhythm and gets going, I think at some point you gotta try to do something. And I would almost rather be overly aggressive, give up one big play, than have them score anyways doing 10, 15 plays. So I think he has to be more aggressive. I think you have to be more aggressive in the pass rush, in the blitz department, and this is a problem I had with him last year. That's why you had guys like Derek Carr, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady. That's why all these quarterbacks that he had some respect for last year had like 80% completion percentages against him because he shows them too much respect. I think he showed too much respect to Kyler Murray, okay? And I think he should have just been a little more aggressive. I'm not saying you can't mix things up. I'm not saying you can't do anything, but I think you gotta be more aggressive. They missed way too many tackles. Also, very very frustrating. These are things I expect to be cleaned up. And I got to tell you, I think this was all part of what I was talking about. Going to Arizona, they've lost 7 games in a row. Zach Ertz's old team. You're 4-0. You have a target on your back. You have Dallas on the horizon. These are all the things that I think factored into. You might have that letdown game in this game, and it almost came to fruition. But they pulled through. Regardless, they figured a way to win. Nobody wants to hear your stupid motorcycle. You know what I mean? But anyways, you know what I'm saying? So, we got to clean those things up. Now, I expect it to be way better versus Dallas. I think this game coming up, let me tell you, this is going to be a 5-0 team versus a 4-1 team Sunday Night Football. This is going to be the most hyped game of the year. Now, I got to say this also. I'm going to talk a lot of crap this week. I am going to be loud, obnoxious. I am going to be intense. I am going to be going off. But remember, it's all in context. It's in context that this season is in October and not December. Okay, this isn't December. If you beat Dallas, you don't clinch a division. If Dallas loses to us, they regroup, and they keep playing. They're going to get another shot. If somehow they beat us, it's the same thing. There's a lot of football left to be played. So we have to remember, this is a big game, but it's still October. And why I say that is because I'm going to talk like crazy. I'm going to talk like this is it. This is for all the marbles. But it's in context. Just remember that it's only October, not December. Because I know people are going to say, it's not December. I know. But I want this team bad. I want Dallas's ass. You know what I mean? I want a piece of them. I want to knock them down 3-4 pegs. And I want respect. I feel like the Eagles are the most disrespected 4-0 team I've ever seen. The most disrespected 5-0 team I've ever seen. You want to say, oh, they didn't beat anybody. Well, you know what? A lot of your 4-1 teams haven't beat anybody better. You only can play who's on your schedule. I think they deserve some respect for being 5-0. You know what? They're not going to get it, so we're going to go and take it. Don't ask for it. Take it. That's my philosophy. You know what I saw? You know how those, I keep talking about the Prime, the Amazon Prime Erect penis. I was walking out of the store and there was a Prime truck. And the guy was polishing the arrow part, the head part of the sign. I started cracking up. He's sitting there polishing like this, cleaning the car, wiping off whatever was on the head part of the symbol. I started laughing. He's looking at me like, what is he laughing? I'm like, dude, that looks like very pornographic. You know what I'm saying? He said, he didn't know what the hell I'm talking about. I go, you got a erect penis. And he said, holy crap, I never noticed that. I can't work here no more. It was funny. I laughed my ass off. Those people, Halloween lights are down. It's 9 o'clock. As this is being filled, lights off. Not me. My lights stay on, baby. They stay on. Stir the gravy. Oh, you kids don't know about rerun. Rerun's the man. Five and 0. If, and I think it's going to happen, I expect the Eagles to win Sunday. That'll take them to 6-0, right? You go to 6-0 in the bye week. If you're 6-0 at the bye week, you come back, then you play Pittsburgh at home. Pittsburgh isn't good. That should be 7-0. Then I believe you play Houston, Thursday night. That should be a win. Then you got to play Washington at home Monday night, I believe. Win. So that's 7-0, 8-0, 9-0. Then you got to go play the Colts. Win. 10-0. So before you play Green Bay, a team that is beatable, you're 10-0. That's how I see it. If not, if you lose to Dallas somehow, then you'll be 9-1. I was a little surprised they never even took a shot with Quez Watkins. I wonder how much, losing Dickerson and then Kelsey in that first half kind of screwed them up, kind of got them out of rhythm, because it was 14-0. You felt like they were moving the ball, doing the things they want, and then when those guys went out, it seemed like Hurts started to struggle a little bit, and I don't think the coaches did enough to help him. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't think they did enough to help the guy at all. I think that they should have ran the ball more. I think you should have had some hot reads. I think you should have had some slants. I think there were plays to be made over the middle, and they didn't do it. It was a lot of wide receiver screens. The only other thing, too, I'll complain about, and some people didn't agree with me in my chat, that's fine, but I thought in the Eagles' final drive where they're killing the clock, right, and it was like 2nd and goal, right? It was like 1st and goal, then 2nd and goal. The clock is moving. It was like 2 minutes left. They run a play on 1st down, I think, and then it's like 2nd down. Arizona uses timeout. Now, at that point, Arizona's willing to use their timeouts. Okay, so you could run it again. Don't get it. They could use a timeout. Okay, that can happen. You can get them to waste their timeouts. But I thought it was more important to score a touchdown. And the reason I said that was because I didn't have trust and faith, and that's just how I felt by the momentum of the game. I didn't feel like if the Cardinals got the ball back and only needed a field goal, I felt like they would go right down and put themselves in position to do it. I never felt like the defense could stop them because they hadn't been able to. So I felt like it was really important to get a touchdown out of there, and I would have liked to see them be a little more aggressive on 2nd and 3rd down instead of worrying about the timeout and try to score the touchdown. Because what happened? Arizona got the ball right back, and they went down, and they almost tied the game up. I mean, really, truthfully, a big moment in this game that shouldn't be understated. A big moment is when it was It was 2nd down. What's his face runs? Kyler Murray runs, slides. Now he slides, gets up. He didn't get the 1st down. I think he thought he got the 1st down. He was a yard short. It was 3rd down. He spikes the ball. And when he spiked the ball, it made it 4th down, meaning they had to kick the field goal. That is a major mistake in this game. That was a major mistake in this game, okay? He made a mistake. What he needed to do was he needed to run further, get that 1st down. Then he could have spiked it. Then it goes to 2nd down. You got a couple shots at the end zone. And you get a chance to get closer to field goal. And that was really a detrimental play. And it really saved our butt, There was also, when they had one timeout too, the other thing is before they got the ball, they had one timeout. Somebody got injured and they lost their final timeout, which was a break for the Eagles. But look, that game could have gone anyway. It could have gone anyway. It went our way. Good teams find a way to win. You're not going to win every game by 30 points, by blowout. Everything isn't going to always look good. And you don't want it to, okay? You don't want every game to be a blowout, every game to be a breeze. It sounds good, but really, I like the fact that every week this team wins a different way. I like that there's the last 2 weeks you have different types of adversity. You had the weather and the adversity going down 14-0 to Jacksonville, and then, being in a position where they could have tied it, and the adversity of, losing all your offensive linemen, things not going your way, but hanging tough, hanging in there. And that's what Jalen Hurts did. When it mattered in the 4th quarter, he drove the Eagles down to kick a field goal. To me, that's another win for Jalen Hurts. It just is. I know some people are like, well, he didn't throw any touchdowns, but I don't care. When you have 1st and goal at the half-yard line multiple times, just quarterback sneak it. They can't stop it. Why would we don't have to risk a pass? Why? So to me, the fact that he had 2 rushing touchdowns, no throw, I don't care about that. All I care about is winning. Win, win, win. Win, win. 5 wins, 5-0. The Eagles are 5-0-0, right? 5 wins, no losses, 0 ties. 5-0-0, right? Ain't that what they call me, LB? 5-0-0. That's what we are right now. 5-0-0. Stir that gravy, mother humper. Whew. That was an intense game. That was a crazy game. That was fun. That was a blast, man. As long as I would have been upset if we lost, yeah, but I wouldn't have been totally shocked. But the Eagles found a way to win through adversity in a game where I think it was a trap game. I do. I believe it was. And I believe the trap game was happening. I believe we weren't playing as good. We weren't playing up to our standards. It was that letdown situation, but they fought through it and won anyways. Now, next Sunday night, go on and play Dallas at home. It ain't going to be no letdowns. They'll be ready to play. Dallas will be ready to play. The fans on both sides are going to be ultimately hyped up for that game. It's going to be incredible. What a week of things we got in store, man. I already got Mark Holmes texting me. It's hate week. Hate week begins, dude. I'm not even there yet. I haven't even begun. Are you kidding? I'm celebrating with my victory cigar tonight. Tomorrow I'll give my final thoughts, and then we'll deal with Dallas. Friggin' Cowboys. Happy birthday. Jerry Jones turned 918 years old today. Congratulations to him. The guy just keeps ticking. What are you going to do? 919 years old today. Unbelievable. I wonder if I'll ever make it as old as he is, 920 years old. We'll see. I thought the Giants had an impressive win today. I don't think Green Bay is the same team maybe they were as in explosiveness offensively. But it was still a really good win for the Giants. I thought Daniel Jones had his best game I've ever seen him have. Giants are 4-1. I'm not taking anything from them. They're 4-1. They're a playoff contender. We're going to have to deal with them when we deal with them. I think the Giants are scrappy. If you don't put them away, they will keep coming. They are well coached. They are really well coached. And, we're going to have to deal with them too. But first, we got to deal with Dallas. Dallas is 4-1. Did a lot of it without Dak Prescott. Did all of the wins without Dak. I'm not taking anything away from them. They are where they are. They are what they are. They're 4-1. You can't ask for a team to be much better than that. I'm not going to take anything away from their wins. I'm not going to challenge their wins. They could be as great as they think they are. You know why? Because when the Eagles beat them, when we beat them into a pulp, I don't want excuses. I don't want it. So they can talk about how we've won nothing and anything like that. We are undisputed, undefeated. No matter what the Cowboy fans are going to say this week, to me, to you guys, to all you Batmans out there, no matter what, remember, they have to look up to see us, and we have to look down to see them. And that's the way it is. What a day. What a day. 5-0, baby. I love it. I also should say that, people told me what Hurts said at the press conference. I went and watched it. I love the fact that he wasn't happy. I love the fact that it wasn't good enough. I love the fact that he was holding him and his team accountable. I love that. That's what you have to do when you're a player, when you're a coach. And it tells me that they'll have the right mindset come versus Dallas. Like I said, Arizona isn't better than the Eagles. Arizona isn't even close. The Eagles didn't play their best game. They had an off game, but they still won. That's what good teams do. They still win. Like I said, you're not going to blow everybody out. Just remember this. Do you remember 2017? We were 1-1. We were playing the Giants. Giants weren't that good of a team. We struggled. We barely beat them. We won on a big, huge Jake Elliott field goal. It got us going. Sometimes those kind of wins, sometimes wins like what happened today for the Eagles, sometimes it makes you play better. I like the fact that we're going through all these different things and learning from it. I think it's a beneficial thing for later on in the year when you get into the playoffs. They're learning to win different ways, and they're learning to come together as a team. That's the most important thing. And they gotta fix some things, which I know that they will. But at the end of the day, we're 5-0. We are the only undefeated, undisputed team in the National Football League. And I think that deserves some respect, to be quite honest with you. Window right there. They're looking out, listening to what I'm saying. So they're listening. So I'm gonna let's fool them around. Yes, the nuclear bombs are on the way. Yes, we will be shipping them the uranium. We've got a bunch of it. Yes, uranium. Yes. Let's see if the FBI shows up. It's because they're spying on me. I'm saying. Crazy world we live in. Crazy world. What are you gonna do? God, this cigar it tastes so good. I totally lost my voice today too in that game. Man, that was a game this is like a well-deserved cigar. And let me show you guys this. This one right here. This one I've been saving for the Dallas Cowboys game. I've never had it before. Somebody gave it to me, said it was really good. Maybe some of you guys know out there. But, yeah, somebody gave it to me. I said, all right, this is for the Dallas game. You know what I mean? For the Dallas game. Oh, shit! I dropped my stogie. What a moron. Yeah. Yuck. I don't care about the smoke, I care about the ground. I gotta clean that motherfucker off. Better not put a hole in my Gerald Brown jersey. I've worn this jersey 5 straight weeks, every game, with good luck. You see, I changed my green hat. I got the white hat on. This is my cigar hat. I got 2 white hats. I just got another one a week ago to replace this one because this one smells like cigarette. I mean, not cigarette. Cigar smoke. I don't smoke cigarettes. You know. Five and 0, baby. 5 figures for 5 wins. Big mother humping figure. Dallas, we're coming. Dallas, you're next. Mark Holmes coming for your meats. We're gonna see what Mark Holmes, what he's gonna do. See, I have a bet for Bad Dog all planned. I'm gonna bet Bad Dog that he has to wear a toupee, an ugly, stinking toupee with no hat on, for a whole stream if the Eagles beat the Giants first game. That I think I could fly. Mark Holmes, he may be tougher. He's hiding. Well, maybe he's feeling a little confident today, but Dallas is in for a rude awakening. In the meantime, Eagles win, I'll take it. And it's 30 minutes in, so I'm just going to finish this stogie, turn this light back on. I'm going to go inside, edit this mother humper, and then I'm going to fall asleep. With that said, take care. Talk to you later, of course. Don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's how we vision. We're all just living in it. You know, almost forgot. This segment right here, it's got to be for the Fight Phils. Shout out to the Fight Phils. Going to divisional round of the playoffs. I love it. I love it. Playing the Braves, going to be tough. Going to be tough. But they got a chance. They got a chance. And listen, right now, it's a great time to be a Philly fan. Sixers looking good. Phillies looking good. Eagles looking great. And the Flyers stink. They stink. Man, I'd like to rebuild that whole hockey team. They stink. But, yeah, shout out to Phils. This segment's for you. Hey, I don't know what time that Braves game in, but if it's at the right time, I might have to stream it. You know what I'm saying? I might have to. What, baby? Yeah. Matrimonial duties. Gotta go. Denzel Washington out.